Hi, I'm Thomas Hicken, and this is going to be a summary of my website. So here's the website. I'll just provide a summary for you real quick, and I can just read the goal here. Actually, it provides a pretty good summary of the website. So this website's goal is to cater to those who may want to get into the hobby of painting miniatures, or even those who are already in the hobby itself and wish to save money by purchasing said miniatures and products for cheaper than their MSRP counterparts by providing other cheaper alternatives to fulfill their hobby purchasing needs. Yep, that's pretty much it. It just offers alternatives to, say if you want to get into the hobby of painting miniatures, but you don't want to break your wallet. This website just caters to you and possibly those who are already in, the hobby of painting miniatures, but just, want to save some money. And this website caters to those people in that it provides alternatives. Alternative links, alternative websites that offer the same miniatures but cheaper. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, at least. Yep, that's pretty much the summary of the website and how the site fits the target audience and how it achieves the focus and goals set out in Milestone 1. All right, so how it fits the target audience. So the target audience for the target audience is the community of, I guess, those who paint miniatures, obviously. So I went about catering to this audience in a way that offers pleasing colors and pleasing images, obviously. So I offer images that show miniatures, as in the banner here. It shows many miniatures, and then the miniatures in this banner are from Warhammer Age of Sigmar, which is a Games Workshop, title and stuff like that. And then another Warhammer Age of Sigmar mini here. I believe they're called Stormcast Eternals. And then a dice, because uh, for some miniature related games, you require dice to actually play the game itself. I believe it's called tabletop wargaming. It involves numerous miniatures, to say the least. It can require from like 20 up to like maybe 100 even miniatures to get those going. It's a very expensive hobby to say the least. Um, but yeah, we can go into depth of these pages, I guess. So this one has all my images. So here's an image, and then here's an image, and then it has the transpac, which is the transparency of these images, or that's over these images, and then you have the white text, so it's easier to read. But yeah, that's pretty much that. This page, just some H3s for the headers, and then P's for the description. That's about it. All right. So next up is what specific feedback meant the most and helped you make the site better. All right, so what feedback helped me the most, honestly, is the feedback of a friend. He said the website looked too bright and it kind of hurt his eyes. And honestly, I had to agree because, like, before I edited this website accordingly to his feedback, this gray used to be pure white, and that, well, it wouldn't be so bad on this page specifically. Like, it still wouldn't, like, if this stuff was, if these left and right rectangles were white, it wouldn't really hurt your eyes that much, honestly. But when it came to like this page or maybe even this page, I could see it. I could see that feedback being valid, because if this was white and this was white, it could be like, oh, this so much white, it's just gonna hurt my eyes, especially at like nighttime or something. When you're like, if you were to go on this website at night, it would definitely hurt my eyes, in my opinion. If your screen is bright enough, obviously. Um, yeah, and then same thing for this website, just be blinding white, and then definitely this page. But yeah, that's definitely the feedback that meant the most to me. Also, I think I had some feedback that told me like, um, I don't know. Wait, what was it? It had to do with the structure of the website itself. Like some stuff just wasn't looking right. Like as in, like it seemed a bit too scrunched up. I think I got feedback like that, and then so I made everything more spaced out, a little bit less like cluttered, and I think it really helped my website out a lot because it looks much more clear and concise as to what you're like looking at, and stuff like that, which is very valuable. It really made my website come together, in my opinion. Um, but now on to what innovative technologies were implemented onto the site. What innovative technologies? Innovative technologies? I have to say, honestly, the backgrounds. I use a lot of these in this. I was a big fan of these backgrounds for like hovering over certain text, and I use hovers for to accomplish that. So you just hover over certain links, and it shows they are clickable, and they can take you to the website that you're looking at. So it's, for example, Noble Knight Games. It's just like all these other links, and that there's a little orange transition hover. So if we were to just click it, it would take us to Noble Knight Games. Pretty nice. And now on to what elements am I most proud of? What elements? I have to say the images. The image elements really helped the site become like pleasing towards the eye, I guess. Because without these images, it'd be like hard to tell like what you're actually looking at. I suppose. I mean, there's no images for like this stuff, obviously. I mean, there'd be a lot. It'd be a way bigger page if I were to add images there, but that's what the descriptions do in this case, because the images provide a good description of what you'll be clicking on. But stuff like this week's deals, images here really helped out. Like what you'll be going into. Obviously, you're gonna want to look at what this week's deals are by looking at the page or the image of what you're gonna be looking at or buying, I suppose. And then obviously the images here, the image elements all along here looks very pleasing towards the eye. In my opinion, you're like, oh, nice. There's a big old banner of some miniatures that are wonderfully painted. Nice. And then there's no images here, but this is just contact us, so that's fine. And then what parts of the website do I still think, or what parts of the site do you feel you still need work? Man, I cannot read today. But the parts of my website that I think still need work, I had to say this. Uh, this is a little bit weird in my opinion. It just offers a link and you're supposed to highlight. It's not even clickable. I could really stand to fix that, make it clickable, maybe add like a description and then add an href to it and then make it clickable so it actually takes you somewhere instead of just being a link and you have to like you have to copy it and you have to paste it in here and then there you go. There it takes you to the deal. I mean that isn't so bad honestly, but I think it could definitely be worked on a bit. And then what else? Maybe the font a bit. The font. I personally like the font, but I've gotten feedback from friends. He said he didn't actually like the font, uh, so I could probably stand to work on that. That's probably something that I could stand to fix a bit. Maybe make it more pleasing to like the overall audience, I guess, the majority. What else could I try fixing? I could have tried maybe adding more to the footer. The footer is pretty small. I think I could have added like maybe like some Instagram images or like maybe some like a Facebook image that takes you to our Facebook or our Instagram. Well, I don't have any of those things for this website. I could just put some stuff there to make it more aesthetically pleasing, I guess, and just look nicer overall. Because I noticed when looking at like websites just in general, they usually have like stuff like that in the very bottom of their pages, the footer, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can just show you some of the code now for my website. I can take you to the CSS. Yeah, here we go. All right, so CSS is obviously all the styling for our website. I can show you specific parts of it. Let's see. Here we go. So this right here, these are all my images. This is all the CSS for my images. Yep. So this is a Stormcast dragon. So here we go. This is the dragon right here. So that one's being adjusted. The Stormcast dragon H1. That is, I believe, this is the H1 right here. So this is being adjusted. It's making it has no margin. Margin is at the very top, and then the storm cast drag and transback. So I put it into a class, and then I give it a transback, and then this is the transparency here to make it so you can see the text better. And then I also have dice and stormcast. So yep. So this is the dice right here, and this is the stormcast here, and then those are being adjusted accordingly. And then the brushes. This is I think here. Uh, yeah, so this is here. So this one took a while to actually get working. I had to actually input a lot of CSS in here to actually get it working how I wanted it to look. And I'm pretty pleased at how it turned out, honestly. It looks pretty nice. And then these are actually all not being like adjusted like individually. They're all being adjusted in a class. And these are all like in a folder, and then I just put them in like image sources, I think. Yeah, so I put them in image sources, and then I adjusted them accordingly in the CSS by putting them all under a class, which can be seen here. Yeah, so here is the div class, and then where's the end of the div? Might be that one right there, because that'd be the wrapper. Div class brushes. So there's a class. Where's? Huh. I don't know. For some reason, I can't find it right now, but they are all under a class, definitely. Deals and an image, so they're all under deals, which is here. So div ID whiteback class. Actually, no, that could actually be, yeah. So they're all under whiteback. Yes. Yep, 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 yep. Div class brushes. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I did there. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire website, honestly. I mean, there's some more stuff in my CSS, but that just, it just makes the website look the way I want it to. Like, I changed the font, or I changed the color of the text here to white. And in every other page, I changed it to black. And that's because I had the other backgrounds just white to make it more easy to read. But yeah, that's my entire website pretty much. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.